Hello, I'm Gabriel, and welcome to an episode of Gabriel Reviews, where I talk about movies and review them on my channel every Friday. And in today's movie review, we're going to be reviewing Bully.
In there.
What?
Says there any alligators in there.
I don't know. Why don't you go skinny dip? We'll find out.
So Bully is a crime drama film released in 2001 directed by Larry Clark, who is the same director of another movie called Kids and also directed a couple of other films. And this movie is also based on the true story of the real killing of Bobby Kent back in 1993, to which the screenplay was written by David McKenna and also had a book called Bully, a true story of high school revenge by Jim Schutz. Now, when the first film came out, it was met with mixed reactions, although the critics claimed the film's dark subjects such as youth crime and murder. So this was a movie I've been wanting to watch for quite some time, and I've watched it for the first time last weekend. And I gotta say, this true story of this movie is definitely something, but I gotta warn you, it's a pretty dark one. So, Bully centers around Bobby Kent, played by Nick Stahl, who is dropping out of high school and befriending people, including his best friend Marty, played by the late Brad Renfro, and his girlfriend, Allie. However, Bobby is a very disrespectful person to his friends. He bullies them, he even beats them up and assaults them in pretty graphic ways, especially Marty. The bullying has been going on for a long time, to the point where Marty and his friends find out a plan after being tired of being attacked by Bobby. They eventually think about killing Bobby near a swamp, to which they do, which they end up killing him by stabbing him multiple times and hitting with baseball bats. It should also go without saying that there were also 7 people who were involved in the killing of the movie, and in real life too. All 7 of the people were eventually arrested, and a few of the people who were involved are actually out of prison to this day. 3 of the people who actually took Bobby's life are actually sentenced to life in prison, and Marty was given a death sentence. And yeah, that's basically the plot of the story. Now onto my thoughts. So besides the mixed reviews when this movie came out, I actually really enjoyed this movie. I thought the cinematography was good, all the actors did a good job, and I really loved the soundtrack to this movie as well. Like, the music has a lot of good songs in it, especially the Song for the Shelter by Fatboy Slim that plays at the end of the movie. And I think that's a great way to end a movie because I'm a big fan of Fatboy Slim myself. I think it's kind of hard to say if it's actually a teen crime film or a teen adult film because there are some pretty questionable scenes, to say the least. Although I will say this movie is pretty hard to watch at times. It's a very dark film for sure, since this movie's based on the true story. And not gonna lie, this movie made me pretty uncomfortable at times too. You know, the real Bobby Kent shouldn't have bullied and attacked anyone badly, but it's still pretty dark to hear the true story. And it's also really hard to say if Bobby did or did not deserve to die, to which I recommend looking up the true story about it for yourself if you want to learn more. Like I said earlier, I got the shivers while watching this because of the dark themes involving teenagers, especially the scene where the teenagers start killing Bobby, and that part really gave me the chills. Like, geez, like, dang. It's pretty shocking to say the least. This movie is also one of those movies with true stories that should have never happened in the first place, and it would end off in a good way if it never happened at all. But other than that, it's a really good movie in my opinion, and if you thought that Kids was dark, well, this one is way more darker than Kids, honestly. I also plan to review Kids sometime soon, since that's the other movie I've seen from Larry Clark so far, and I do want to check out his other films in the future. But yeah. It's a great movie, but it's probably not one I want to watch again in a long time because of how dark it is and how hard to watch it is. And I will say this, if you are sensitive to killings and assault, then I definitely recommend you skip this movie. It's definitely not one of those movies I really recommend to anyone, every single person in the world. But if you're curious about it, then I'd say give it a shot. Like, check this movie out. But yeah. It's a great movie, but it's a very dark movie, and one I'll never forget, and it'll stick with me for quite some time. But again, it's a very good movie. And to end out this review, I'm going to give Bully a 9 out of 10.
Woo!
yeah, baby!
Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, smash that like button, comment down below, and share the video with your friends. And I'll see you guys in the next video coming soon. Bye-bye.